as best we could.
I just want to, before we move on, and I want to get Jorge in here, but I want to let you respond directly to some criticism that's circulating this week. There's a photograph from 2014 that has suddenly gone viral again this week that shows you at a holding facility walking past what appears to be children in cages. Would you take us to that moment? What was the situation that day? And when you look at this photo that is now circulating now and being used as part of the Trump administration's argument that they inherited a bad situation that you guys set up.
Very
Where do
clearly,
you go?
chain link, barriers, partitions, fences, cages, whatever you want to call them, were not invented on January 20, 2017, okay? And what's interesting is Tom Homan made that statement. Well, they were used in the Obama
Homan, we should
administration.
mention, served in the Obama administration and is now
under normal
auditioning for a job
circumstances,
under
to
Trump.
fact check that, I would have called Tom Homan, who was the director of ICE ERO while I was secretary, to say, hey, Tom, did you guys use these things for ICE facilities? So the photograph you're referring to was a facility in Arizona. I recognize the photograph because Governor Brewer was with me, and it was during the spike, and we had a lot of unaccompanied kids, we had a lot of family units, and under the law, once they're apprehended by the Border Patrol, within 72 hours, we have to transfer unaccompanied children to HHS. And HHS then puts them in a shelter and they find placement for them somewhere in the United States. But during that 72-hour period, when you have something that is a multiple, like 4 times of what you're accustomed to in the existing infrastructure, you've got to find places quickly to put kids. You can't just dump 7-year-old kids on the streets of McAllen or El Paso. And so these facilities were erected, and that one was, I think, a large warehouse, and they put those chain link partitions up so you could segregate young women from young men, from kids from adults, until they were either released or transferred to HHS.
And is that
Is it
facility?
ideal? Of course not.